here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. I have a new release from Nail Queen Studio today for you guys. So this is their fall collection for 2021. They're like on trend colors, but they're also like a little bit more toned down, maybe a little bit more wearable for the majority of people. I really look forward to all of their new releases. So the 8 shades that I'm gonna share with you today are hard gels. So we're gonna go through all of the different colors. I'm gonna give you my thoughts and everything on them, and then we're gonna do a tutorial. I wanted to do something really fun with them, and I can't wait to show you guys what we came up with. So let's dive in, let's get started. Blueberry Pie is a nice muted blue color, not too dark, not too light. Then we have Pumpkin Spice, which is a great burnt orange, but it does have a pink hue to it. Olive Branch is your sage green, again, not too light, not too dark. Pink Cedar is one of my favorites from the collection. It's a nice rosy fall tone. Then we have Apple Cider, which is a great cognac color. You guys know how much I love these shades. Then we have Nutmeg, and this is a nice neutral, but it does have a rosy hue to it, so you know I like it. Trick or Treat is a nice brownie maroon type of shimmer color. And then we have Hocus Pocus, which is a great purple. Again, another one of my faves from this launch. This is the design that I came up with, and I'm going to walk you through step by step of how I came up with it and what my inspiration was. So if I'm ever kind of stuck as to what I want to do on a design, I tend to gravitate towards glitters as my color palette inspiration. And Nail Queen Studio has a variety of different loose glitters that I've had in my collection for a while, so I pulled a bunch of them out, and then I started pairing some of the color tones with the glitters to see what I could maybe come up with. And I really like the warm tones of this pink champagne color. I'm just really feeling the warm vibes right now. So I pulled Pumpkin Spice, Nutmeg, and Pink Cedar to go with this pink champagne glitter. First, I'm going to take Pink Cedar and I'm going to put this all over the thumbnail and the pinky nail. Now, originally, I had no idea what I was going to do with these type of colors, and I had reached out to Ivory and maybe asked like some suggestions of what she thought would be kind of neat to see. And she said sweater nails. And as soon as she said that, I was like, yes, that is exactly what I'm going to do. So I knew on the pinky and the thumbnail, I wanted full sweater nails. Well, that's kind of what I thought I was going to do at this time of swatching them. So if you're going to do sweater nails, you want to work on top of a matte top coat. I'm going to take the Nail Queen Studio matte top. It is really nice because it cures tack free and it's got like a velvet finish to it, which is personally my preference for matte top coats. The Nail Queen Studio art brushes are some of my favorites to use. I know I try a bunch of different brushes out there, but one of the things I like about these ones is that I feel like there's no extra hairs in them. Like you don't have to worry about trimming them down or cutting excess hairs or anything. They are perfect because they are nice and thin. And I will be the first to say that I struggle with any hand painting, any sort of line work, anything like that. And these brushes make it a lot easier to do those really fine lines. And they are double-ended too. So there's two different ones here. I am using the one with the smaller brush tip for these designs here, but I do end up switching to a longer haired striping brush as well. And that worked really good too. So when I was deciding to do sweater nails, I did take to Pinterest and searched a whole bunch of different ones to kind of get an idea as to where you want the lines to be. And I end up doing, I think, 6 different designs in this. And mostly I find that the designs end up having long straight lines, then some swirly lines, and then some dots. And I also feel like there's not really a super wrong way to do this as long as you kind of combine all of those. So once I have everything painted down, I'm going to take some clear acrylic in my wet gel and dump it on top, and then I'm going to cure this in. And that's going to create that raised textured look that is the same color as the base. And then I'm just going to do another design on the opposite thumbnail, doing the exact same thing. We're going to incorporate some longer lines, some kind of squiggly lines as well, and of course some dots. I end up using, I think, 3 different dotting tools in this because I want a bunch of different sizes and shapes of my dots in here too. And I am just using the exact same color that is the base. I'm not too sure if I'd said that yet. Now, if you've been here for a while, you know I love these kind of see-through glitter gels. I just find them to be so versatile. Nail Queen Studio has this one called Rainbow, and I like this because it has a variety of different colors, so you can really just use it for any design that you're going to do. So I'm putting a super thin layer down, and then I'm just going to drop in that loose glitter, and I'm trying not to bulk this nail up by making them like stacked on top of each other. I really want to space it out, and I love using these rainbow type of glitters as the base because they're going to pull whatever tone of glitter you put on top of it. So even though it has some blues and some greens in it, it's mostly going to reflect that pinks and the golds that the loose glitter kind of pulls as well. This is one of my favorite products that they offer. This is the Nail Queen Studio Crystal Clear Gel. And when it says crystal clear, it means crystal clear. There is no cloudiness to this gel at all. And another thing that I really like about it is it does not have any bubbles in it, which is fantastic. It was literally designed to go over top of loose glitters like this and really make the loose glitters pop. I tried a pumpkin nail off camera and I learned a lot of really good tips that I'm going to share with you guys while I create it on camera. So first, I'm just going to take some of that pink cedar color and I'm going to outline my pumpkin. And I love outlining designs like this with a dotting tool. I find it just works a lot easier. Now the dotting tool is going to pull the product on top. So when I'm pulling the product down, I really don't have too much on my brush. I'm mostly just using that product that the dotting tool outlined with. This way it's not too thick. And you can do this part kind of rough and messy because we're going to clean it up when we do the outline of the pumpkin too. Now I know that I wanted 4 nails, so 2 on each hand, to have this pumpkin tip on them, but I wanted them in different colors so that I could tie all the colors together that we were using in this design. So on this nail here, I am using the pumpkin spice color, which is that really nice burnt orange. And then on this nail, I'm using the nutmeg color, which is that great rosy neutral color. So it does have like a neutral look to it, but if you look really close, it has that rosy vibes. And especially when you pair it next to the pink cedar color, those rosy tones really pop out. I am curing in between these steps here. That way, if I accidentally go on top of, say, the orange in this one, it's not going to combine and look all messy. And on this one, I am going to do the opposite. So I had the nutmeg tip and I'm going to do the pumpkin spice color as my base. And then on the very last nail, I thought it'd be fun to try the glitter and see how that looked as well. So again, I'm gonna go down with that rainbow color and then take the pink champagne loose glitter and just drop it in the uncured gel. And taking some more of that matte top coat, I'm going to go over top of all of these nails here. That way I can do my hand painting on top. One of the biggest things that I learned when I was hand painting the pumpkin is that you don't want the pumpkin to look too flat. So I am just going to do the outline on top. And then when I move down to do the lines on the base of the pumpkin, you want to make sure that you are bowing them out and making them more round. I didn't even give this a thought when I was hand painting the first kind of demo one that I did off camera. And I made the lines like perfectly straight. And I think it looks more like an apple than a pumpkin because of that. So when you're doing these lines down here, make sure you're giving them a good curve to it. And then once I have my curves for my pumpkin, this is where I'm going to start filling in the line work for whatever art that I wanted to do. So I'm going to do some squiggly lines, again, some really small polka dots, and even some of those small finer lines. And when I have the look that I want, again, I'm just going to dump on some of that clear acrylic and give it a good cure. For the next nail, I'm going to take the pumpkin spice color, and this is what I'm using to do all of my artwork on top of it. And creating these nail designs with all the line work and the dots and stuff really made me have more of an appreciation for these color gels from Nail Queen Studio. Personally, I really like the formula because they have like a creamy, buttery type of application to them when you're doing a full color, but they hand paint really well too, and you can get nice thin lines with them, especially with the brushes that they carry as well. Now this nail here turned out to be my favorite, and this one is the easiest one in the whole thing. So I ended up doing some really chunky lines and then just some really small polka dots, and I love how it turned out. I wanted to give the pumpkins a chrome stem, so I'm taking some of the tack-free top coat, hand painting down the little stem, curing it, and then I'm going to go in with some of this champagne chrome from Nail Queen Studio too. I love this chrome. I find this to be a really unique chrome in my entire collection. It has that nice champagne gold look to it. It is not too yellow toned, and I really like that about it. And I'm just taking an eyeshadow applicator and kind of burnishing that chrome in on the stem, and I cured it for the full 1 minute, and it like did a really nice chrome. So if I get any chrome anywhere that I don't want it, I find acetone the best to take it off. So I put a little bit on this lip applicator tool and I just kind of go wherever the chrome is, and it almost like runs away from the acetone. It works great. I'm just using some of the Nail Queen Studio gem gel here, and I'm just going to create a little crystal cluster on the pinky nails. So I'm putting the gem gel where I want it, and then I'm going to put down my crystals. And after I have the crystals where I want, I like to fill in with some Swarovski Crystal Pixies lately. These are just a really nice addition to any sort of crystal cluster. I find it just gives it almost like a more jewelry looking look to it. I have become really obsessed with these type of crystals too. And my last step is to top coat. So you do not top coat over top of your sweater pumpkins. Those are all fine and good to go. But I did want to make the chrome stem as well as the base by the cuticle shiny. So I'm going to use their tack-free top coat. I find this tack-free top coat to work really well. It is so shiny, it's crazy. And it has a very thin application to it as well. So if you like something that's a little bit more runny, you might prefer this top coat. This is how the design turned out. I really love how these all came together, especially with the nice warmer tones for fall. I would love to see this nail design done in some other, like the blue and purple tones that were in this collection too. I think that would look really nice. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Comment below and let me know if you have tried Nail Queen Studio yet. I would definitely love to hear your guys' feedback on it. I love bringing you Nail Queen Studio videos for multiple different reasons. I really like their products. There honestly hasn't been a single product that I've tried that I'm like, I don't know if I like this. Very high quality, great price point. They are something that is available to everybody as well. You do not have to be certified, but they do offer like workshops and stuff too, which I think is really great. So if you have tried it, definitely comment below and let me know. Make sure you're following me on all my social media, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!